Hey there, Keller Williams family. I've got a great video for you, a tutorial on how to create custom navigation within the new KW websites so that you can bring high level features like you might have in a Brivity or Boomtown or competitor website. We're going to get into it right after this. Hey there, Keller Williams family. My name is Brett Bishop, and I want to show you some powerful features that are built into the new KW websites. Now, this is actually expanding from a video that fellow Labs advisor Mike McPherson put out, and I just want to give him credit for that video. I think he opened up a lot of eyes to what can be done in the new websites if you're brave enough to dive deep and try to figure it out. And so he put out a great video on custom navigation, and I'm going to take that video and expand it to show you how you can recreate some of the competition website features within your new KW agent website. So one of the things that a lot of agents love about some of the competitor websites is being able to have links to click on either properties for sale in a certain town or properties for sale in a specific price range. And that can actually be done with the custom navigation that Mike introduced us to. So let's dig in and have a look at it. All right, so I am in Command, and I'm going to go down to my consumer settings here. So I'm going to click on the consumer settings. And then if you've already upgraded, your screen will look like mine. If you haven't, then it will look the way that it always has, except at the top, you will have a notification that you can upgrade if you'd like. I would ask that you hold off on upgrading on your own until you've talked to somebody who's very knowledgeable in the website. So your market center tech trainer or your regional tech trainer, or you can even comment down below on this video, and I'd be happy to jump on a Zoom with you and show you why you may or may not want to upgrade your website. Basically, if you've customized your current website, I don't think it would be a good idea to upgrade to the new websites just yet. Okay, so let's click on Edit My Website, and that's going to bring me over to the editor. And I actually want to click on the hamburger menu up here in the top left corner. And I'm going to go to Organization Site. Now, this may be closed, so you're just going to hit the caret to open the menu, and we're going to go to Organization Site. And then down here, where it says Navigation Provider, we're actually going to change this, and we want to create a custom organization site navigation provider. The inherited option is the templated navigation that is already built into the website. So to show you what that looks like, we will switch over here to my website. And then that's going to be this navigation bar up here. So I have About Me, Search Properties, Blog, and then More. And you can see under More, it just has one option for leave a review. And then there's the login as well. So I'm going to go back to the organization site, and we're going to change this option to custom org site. And then we're going to click on this, and I'm going to create a new one. Okay, so the new page navigation, this is going to be called custom navigation with search options. Hey, you can call it whatever you'd like. That's what I'm going to call this one for me. And then I'm going to add an item. So when I add item, this is going to be a simple navigation item. And we're going to call this what? What's your home worth? Okay. So that's going to be that menu item. Okay. And then down here for link, we're going to change this to external. Internal means that it would link to another page within the website, which currently is only going to link to blog pages. But we want this to go to an external link. And if you have some kind of service, whether you're a subscriber to Listings to Leads, which is a fantastic listings marketing tool, or if your MLS provides the pro version of Cloud CMA, which has an estimated home value landing page as well, those are the kinds of tools that we're going to use to link to this. All right, so I actually use Listings to Lead. So I'm going to go over here to a Listings to Lead landing page that I have, and I'm going to copy this link, go back to the editor, and then we're just going to paste that URL in right here. So I'm going to right click and paste, and I can see that that is in there. So we are good to go. And then I'm just going to minimize this menu because it's doing what I want it to do. Now I am going to double check on advanced, and I want to be sure that this is opening in a new tab because that link is actually to a different website than my consumer website that I want to keep them engaged in for searching properties. I want to make sure that it's going to open a new tab or window. I don't want it to be the same tab or window because it will actually change to that home valuation tool and they will lose my website and may not ever find their way back. So I want to make sure that I have this on new window tab. Okay, so that's good. And then I'm going to scroll back up here. I'm going to minimize that just to get it out of my way. So I'm going to minimize this right here. There's a little caret when you hover over it. So minimize that. And then I'm going to add a new menu item. And this is simple navigation as well. And now this is actually going to be search. Okay, so we'll keep it simple there. And then the description is going to be search all MLS listings in the USA, in Canada. I don't want that to get too long, but for our Canadian family, that could be Canada as well. I believe it covers all of Canada, if not certainly most of it. So if you're not aware, one of the huge advantages to our Keller Williams websites is the fact that you have all of the MLS listings across the United States. Normally, if you were paying for Boomtown, Brivity, any of the competitor websites, you actually only get one IDX connection for that. And any other IDX, and an IDX means that it's the information coming from one MLS worth of listings. So you can imagine if you're in an area that has maybe 2 or 3 MLSs in your area, you're going to have to pay for all 3 of those separately, and each added on IDX costs typically between $80 and $250 a month extra, just depending on the provider. And you can imagine it would be financially impossible to cover the entire United States like we have the ability to do with our Keller Williams website. So that alone is one of the biggest advantages to the Keller Williams website and why you really should be using it. It helps you with referral opportunities. You can have customers search in other states. If they start searching in other states, then maybe they've changed their mind. You can reach out to them, and now you can connect them with a referral agent. All right, so we're going to have that as search all MLS listings in the USA. And then we're actually going to change this to external, even though it's still linking within our website, because the internal links only link to blog pages. We're actually going to change that to external. And then we're going to go to our website. Okay, so we're going to click on the search properties tab. And then that will bring us to our search page. So I'm going to right click this and copy it. And then go back to our editor. And this is actually going to go in the URL down here. So I will right click and paste. And then on the advanced here, I actually don't need this to open up in a new tab or window because they're on my search site. So I'm good. Even though it's moving to a new page, it's still my same website. So I'm okay if this stays in the same window and tab. And that will just limit any frustration from the user for having a bunch of windows or tabs opening on them. Okay, so we've got that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on sub navigation menu. All right. So when I click on sub navigation, I have the ability to add new menu items so that when you hover on search, it will actually provide a drop down menu, and then you'll be able to click on the links that we're about to provide here. You will also be able to just click on search and it will take you into the main search page like we just saw. All right, so for this first item, it is going to be just a navigation link. All right, and then I'm in a specific area here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine city names with price points, and those are the search options that we're going to be able to provide to the user for a more intuitive user experience that they can just click on city and price point and be able to navigate their searches a little bit better, just in case they have trouble trying to figure out the filters on their own. Okay, so in my area, this is going to be Port Charlotte, homes, and then we're going to call it 100 to 200. Believe it or not, we do have a few of those still. So I have that. And then I'm not going to worry about the description on these submenu items because they're pretty self-explanatory. So then down here, we are going to choose that it's going to be external. Okay. And then I'm actually going to go to my consumer website. I'm going to choose some filter options here. So I'm going to go to price, and we're going to have the price match what our option is. All right. And then the other thing you'll notice right now, you can see the URL says thebishopgroup.kw.com/search/sale, meaning it's only displaying for sale properties. And you'll notice that as I select these filters, this URL will actually change to reflect those filters. And so what that means is that this URL will be a live search URL. As long as there are properties on the market that meet those search requirements, this will never be a dead link. So that's a nice feature as well. So I will plug in the price range that we said, 100 to 200. Okay. And then apply. And then I'm also going to put my city name in here. So we're going to put in the city name. And then I'm going to choose the city. All right. And now what you'll notice is the URL has the bishopgroup.kw.com/search/sale/Port Charlotte, Florida, US. And it actually has, as this goes on too, you will see the price point is in there as well. Okay, so the URL is actually being built based on our filter options, and that will allow us to create a specific link that will take our users straight to these search criteria. All right, and then the other thing that I want to choose is I want to choose property type. I want to get rid of all those lots. Okay, so I'm going to choose houses and apply. And then we can see that that has changed now and got rid of those lots. So I'm going to right click up here, and then I'm going to copy this link, go back to my navigation builder, and then here's the link that we're going to use. Okay, this is where we need to put the link in. I'm going to paste that. And now I've created my first submenu item. All right, then I'm going to click on the first add button here because this is going to continue to allow me to add sub navigation menu items. So I'm going to click on that. We're going to do a navigation link. And now this one is going to be Port Charlotte homes, 200 to 300. And I'm going to choose that I want this to be external. Okay. And then on the advanced, I'm going to change this again. This is up to you whether you want it to be a new window or tab. I'm going to leave it as a new window or tab. Even though they're still on my website, they may want to click out of that search criteria. And this will ensure that that original search page is open behind all those other windows or tabs. So I just want to limit any possibility of them losing my website forever. So I'm going to go ahead and leave these sub-navigation items as opening in a new window or tab. Okay. So then go back to main here, and we're going to put in the URL for now a 200 to 300 search. Okay, so I'll take this up to 300, take this one to 200, hit apply, and I will show you that the URL has been changed now and updated to reflect the 200 and 300, still Port Charlotte. Subtype of the property is house. All right, so we want that link. I'm going to right click up there, copy that link, come back to our navigation builder, and we're going to right click and paste that link in. Okay, and I will do one more. Obviously, you could do as many of these as you want. It would just create a very long menu, so I'll leave that up to your discretion as you build it and how you would like it to look. And then go over here. We're going to hit navigation link so we can put one more in here for the next price point. This one is going to be Port Charlotte homes, 300 to 400. Okay. And then we're going to go to external link. And then back to my actual website. And we'll change the filter here to reflect what we're looking for. So 300 to 400, hit apply. And now we can see again that changed. So there's my 300 to 400 price range. And then we're going to right click up here, copy, go back to our navigation builder, and we're going to paste this in right here. Okay, so now I have that submenu created under search, and I want to actually minimize this just to get it out of my way because I'm going to put a couple more options in here. So I'm going to hit that. Okay, and then I want to add a new menu item. So we're going to go to simple navigation item. All right, and then we're actually going to recreate what we have here. So my next option is going to be blog. We're going to go ahead and link to that. So I'll go down here and we're going to call this blog. Okay, so once we have that name blog, we're going to go down here, and this is actually still going to be an external link. We're just going to link it to our same website, but with the /blog so it goes to the right place. So I'm going to hit this drop down, go to external, and then come up to my website. We're going to click on the blog in the original navigation. And then here's the URL that I want to use. So I'm going to right click on that and copy. And then go back to our navigation builder. And we're going to right click and paste that link in. Okay, so that's good. Now I can see that I have my what's your home worth? I have my search navigation, which within that is a sub-navigation menu of the cities and price points that we put in. And then we have a third main navigation menu of the blog. And then I'll go down here and add one more. And this is going to be simple navigation item again. We're going to call this more. Okay. And we'll leave that the way that it is. That's all great. And then we're going to create a sub navigation within this. So up here, we're going to go to sub navigation. And what I want is I actually want to link to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to click add navigation link. And this is our YouTube channel. Okay. And then this will be an external link. And now we're going to go get the URL. Okay, so here's my YouTube channel. And I'm just going to right click, copy, come back to the navigation builder, and we will paste that in here. Now, you could imagine where this would be useful is if you have a video that helps explain the buying process, a video that helps explain the selling process. I could actually create those, and instead of taking them to my channel, I could actually take them straight to a video. So I could click on my share options here for this video, right? And then I could just take the link and then link them straight to that video. So that would be useful too. I'll show an example of that. Okay, so that goes to the whole YouTube channel. And that is my first sub navigation. Okay. I'll show an example of what it would be like to send somebody straight to a video. So if you have a video about landmarks in the area or festivals in the area or where to see the best Christmas lights, things like that, you can actually link straight to the video, which would be a really cool use of using a sub navigation menu and a custom navigation menu. So I'll hit navigation menu, and then we will call this the buying process. All right. I actually don't have a video on the buying process, but we're going to pretend that the video that I link to it is about the buying process. All right. And then I'm going to go here to external. And then I'm going to go find a link to one of my videos. So we'll say it's this one right here. I'll just hit the three dots, and then I see share. And then I'm just going to copy the link. Okay. And then go back to our navigation builder, paste that link in. And now I can send somebody straight to that video. So because of that, we definitely want to make sure that this is going to open a new window or tab, which it is, and we are all good. All right. Now let's go ahead. I want to hit save just to make sure I've saved everything. Okay. Now it will tell you that there's errors to fix if there is something wrong. So let's see what's going on with this. Okay, so I can see where I went wrong here, and I'm actually glad that I'm having this issue because it will help you if you run into the same problem. So what we want to make sure, since this is the top of our navigation, we actually just want this to be text. We don't want it to be a link. So I can change this right here to navigation text, and then I will just have the more option, right? I can call it whatever I want. I could call it more. I could call it YouTube, whatever that looks like for you. But I'll call it more. And then I have my sub navigation so that those items that we did for YouTube are now under more. So it's not expecting an actual link on more. That's why I was getting the error message. So if I make sure that I change that to just be navigation text, then I'm good to go. I just put in the text of whatever that navigation option is going to be, and we're ready to go. So let's hit save. And then I'm going to hit publish. All right, so once we've saved it and hit publish, now we're going to choose back. And that's going to bring us back to our custom org site navigation provider. All right, and custom navigation with search options, which is what we just chose. All right, then we want to hit save. And now that should commit our new navigation, the custom navigation that we just created. That should commit that to our website. So if I go to the website, I can see this is the default navigation, what's called the inherited navigation. So about me, search properties, blog, more. Okay. If I refresh the page now, I should see the new navigation that we just created. And there we go. Look at that. Okay. So I have what's your home worth. If I click on that, that's going to take us to our home valuation tool. Very cool. And then you can see that my website is still open behind it. So that's the point of having anything that's going to take the consumer out of your website. You want to make sure that it opens a new tab or window so that they don't ultimately leave your website completely, because they may never find their way back. All right, so we can see that that's exactly what that did. That's fantastic. We'll go back to the website. Now we'll go to search and see when I hover over search, now I have options of cities and price points. And you can imagine I can put different cities in there with all the same price points, whatever that looks like for you. The cool thing is that we can customize that navigation. And now for a lot of those competitor websites that have these things already set up on the website, and you want to have something similar on your KW website and not have to pay the $300,000, $500,000 a month, whatever that looks like for you for the competitor's website, now you can simulate that in your command website and be all good to go for what you're already paying for command and save that much money, holding every dollar accountable and playing red light, green light with your expenses, which is so important, especially in a shifting market. All right, so let's just test this out. I'm going to click on Port Charlotte Homes, 100 to 200. All right, and look at that. We can see that's exactly what it did. It brought us Port Charlotte, our filters in there, and we can see it's $100,000 to $200,000 homes. How cool is that? Let's go look again. So click out of there, and we can see that even though that's on my website, if there was something on that search that I didn't like and I'm a consumer, then I might be tempted to hit X and just get out of it. But if I do that, my original website is behind it. So it's really important that you're setting those up to open those links in a new tab or window. All right, so now I can go to search again, and we'll go look at our 200 to 300 homes. And sure enough, there we go, our $200,000 to $300,000 homes. Now let's check the more navigation that we set up. So if I go to blog, that's going to go to the blog page that we originally had. So awesome, that works. Now let's go to more, and you can see all I have to do now is hover over more. It's not a clickable link because we made it navigation text instead of navigation link. And now I have those sub-menu, the sub-navigation menu items. Okay, so I can click on our YouTube channel, and that's going to open up the YouTube channel. Very cool. Go back to the tab behind it. We'll go to the buying process. So this is that one where we're going to pretend that the video that we're going to go see is actually about the buying process. So I click on that, and it takes me straight to the video. How cool is that? All right, so I hope that opens up your eyes to the world of possibilities that we have within the new KW websites. These websites are fantastic, and they're fairly highly customizable. It just takes a little bit of diving deep, and I know that that's not intuitive for the average user. Your agents, you need to make money. You're not website builders. I get that, but you have amazing resources around you in the Keller Williams system. So reach out to your market center tech trainer in your market center if you have one. If not, you most likely have a regional tech trainer that would be happy to help you. You might check with the tech chair of your ALC, your Associate Leadership Council, or you can reach out to me. I will find the right person to get you connected to. And if I can't, I will be more than happy to help you as well. Well, that's going to do it for this one. If you got value out of the video, hit that like button. And if you're not already, please consider subscribing and ding that notification bell so you can be reminded when I upload new videos just like this. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Remember, as always, have fun and explore the technology.